Hey guys, thanks so much for being here with me. If you are new, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. So I'm gonna dive right into it. As always, take what resonates and definitely use your own discernment. So I want to talk about something I've been seeing. It's been popping up for me in conversations on my feed, and we know that that's a sign, right? And then just recently I started getting a lot of downloads about it as well. And so I said, okay, Spirit's telling me to talk about this. So, reincarnation. Have you ever met someone and instantly felt like you've known them forever? Or liked someone or disliked someone just instantly? Or had dreams or memories that don't feel like they belong to this life? That's reincarnation, but probably not in the way you've been told. So today I'm sharing the truth about it, the myths that keep us confused, and how you can start recognizing where you are in the cycle. Your soul is eternal. Your body is temporary. Death is like changing outfits. It's not always linear. We say past lives, but the soul experiences all time at once. And it's not always Earth. We incarnate across planets, realms, dimensions, and we travel in groups. Those deep connections or instant frictions are usually soul contracts playing out. And our purpose shifts over lifetimes too. Some are for learning, some are for just joy, and some are for service. So, I don't know if you guys have heard some of these myths. One being reincarnation as punishment or karma payback. I know I thought that in the past too, kind of like you had to keep kind of like repeating all of your bad decisions in life as some sort of, karmic payback, I guess. And the truth is it's integration and balance. You're harmonizing your soul's energy. You're not being punished. Another myth that, you have to keep coming back forever. But really you choose when to stop. Once you've integrated what you came for, you can move on. And I think that that's, another myth that we're stuck in human form forever, when really many souls evolve into other forms or roles, guides, non-physical consciousness, otherworldly beings. So I've learned that there are stages of the reincarnation cycle. The first one, we'll call it the first dive. You're new to form and they're like basic survival lessons. And the second, a cycle of learning, playing all the roles, integrating different perspectives. Next, awakening and mastery. So you start remembering who you are and shifting into higher service. And I would guess if you're here, it's very likely that you're somewhere in this area. And next, graduation, we'll call it, choosing to leave Earth's cycle or return. as a volunteer, you could call it. And beyond is guiding, exploring, or merging back into source. So where do you feel you are in this? And some questions that came up during this download, this conversation, Spirit, was, does this continue on just, indefinitely? And it can, but you're not forced to. Once your soul feels complete with a certain realm or form, then you can move on, as I said before. But some do choose to return out of love, and others shift into entirely new experiences. Now, over lifetimes, you'll likely experience different genders, races, abilities, cultures, maybe even species. Because the soul's purpose is expansion, and that's through perspective. So variety is part of the journey. And oftentimes children remember their past lives. I've been seeing a lot of this lately. Children sometimes can recall in vivid detail, right, before conditioning makes them forget. I myself have met 2 young children who remembered their past lives in detail. One spoke to me of reincarnating from a different planet into human form, mentioned where she was from, told me what it was like. Now, I have seen documentaries and different videos on things like this, but never had a child actually tell me something like that in person, in detail like that. And the second was also a young child who remembered in detail who she was in a past life, how she died, and her previous family. And I found it absolutely amazing, honestly. That they remembered, and 2, that they shared it with me so openly. So, to me, and of course you can be a skeptic if you'd like to be right. You can, try to pick it apart. Or I can trust that, there is something there, and take it back to spirit, take it back to source, and ask for the truth, and trust that I receive the truth, right? So the message here from Spirit is, you are not behind. You are not late. You are exactly where your soul chose to be for the lessons, the love, and the expansion you agreed to before you came. Trust the pull you feel towards certain people, towards certain places, and truths. They are breadcrumbs from your own soul, leading you home to yourself. Thank you, Spirit. An affirmation for you. I trust my soul's journey. I honor where I have been, where I am, and where I am going. Sending you light, love, and healing, and I hope this helps.